Good morning, tubers. Matt M. Roy back again, with another pickup video. And as you guys probably have noticed already, I am not using my usual camera. That's right, I have taken the Sony DCR TRV 280 digital 8 camcorder out of mothballs, and I did it for this particular video. And that is because when I went to the thrift store the other day, I had a completely awesome records, well, let me call it a record. It's a Laserdisc haul. That's right, guys. Somebody had got rid of their entire Laserdisc collection at the thrift store, and boy did I score big. I got these at the local CHKD thrift store, and their prices are okay. I wound up paying about $2 per Laserdisc. Got 19 of them out of probably 30 or 40 that they had donated. And there's some really good Laserdiscs here. So without further ado, let's start off with the first one. First one I have here is an older one. This is Paul Simon's concert. Actually, what this is a combination of various concerts. Lot of good songs on here. If you guys can see that. Such songs include Ace in the Hole, Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard, Late in the Evening, and The Sound of Silence, which is actually a Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel compilation, but really awesome, good. No laser rod on any of these, by the way. I've tried most of these discs out, and they work perfectly. Next is a movie that we watched the other night, Mercury Rising, with Bruce Willis. Dad and I actually saw this back in the theaters in 1998 when it first came out. As you can see, the plastic is still on this one, though it has been opened, if you look right there. Very, very good movie. It's kind of like a suspense. It's about a boy with autism whose parents get killed because he deciphers a code that the government had actually put into a puzzle book. So that's all I'm going to give you guys. Really, really awesome movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Being this is a later version, this is THX and Dolby Digital, so excellent sound as well. Next, and this is probably my absolute favorite Laserdisc that I found, Titanic. Right, this is the 1997 Titanic with Leonardo DiCaprio, the one that everybody loves. And check out this artwork. Unbelievable. I cannot get over how good a condition this is in. Both discs in here are in fantastic shape. You can see it's got 2 discs and 4 sides, because let's face it, that is one of the longer movies. Next, kind of got this one for Mom, Oklahoma. The old musical from the 50s. This is starring, let's see, who's there? Shirley Jones, Gene Nelson, Gordon McRae. And as you can see, I love Laserdiscs because you get so much extra information in here. This one is also a 2-disc set, which is in very, very good condition. You guys can kind of see that there. Pause the video if you're interested. Next is one of my personal favorites. This is an older movie, Barefoot in the Park, with Robert Redford and Jane Fonda. One thing I don't like about certain Laserdiscs is they give you this kind of plastic sleeve. And these tend to get very crinkled, and they just don't seem to last. So I would say kudos to the ones that actually give you the paper insert like you would actually get with a record. You guys can see some of the artwork on there. Very, very good movie from 1967. Next, Apollo 13 with Tom Hanks. Another very, very good movie. And this one does not have a centerfold, so this one doesn't have a lot of good artwork, but has a few pictures in the back to show you what the movie is about. This one is in letterbox as well. I prefer letterbox. It actually looks better on the modern TVs. And then got a twofer here. Sister Act and Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit. I have not watched these particular ones. I've seen the movies before, but I've not actually watched these particular Laserdiscs. Once again, though, they are both in excellent shape, and they do have the paper inserts, not the plastic insert. And like I said, that is so much easier. Not only is it easier to get in and out, but actually keeps the Laserdisc in better condition. This was the very first Laserdisc that I watched out of this lot, and that was America. The group America, I love this group. So many good songs on here. These are from 1981, but because it's a Laserdisc, this was recorded digitally, so the sound quality is excellent. Some of the songs on here, first one is Tin Man, Second one, Only Game in Town. Chapter 5, Venture Highway, A Horse with No Name, and Sister Golden Hair. Very, very famous songs from a great, great group. Absolutely awesome to have this particular Laserdisc. Very good shape. Once again, though, plastic insert. Well, can't always complain. At least it is protecting the Laserdisc. Another movie I liked from years ago with Robin Williams, Jack. Another one I would highly recommend. Really, really sad movie. He's basically a boy that grows at 2 or 3 times the normal rate. So by the time he's in college, he's a senior citizen. And that's all I'm going to say there. If you haven't seen this movie, definitely a highly recommend there. And I got this one from Mom. I don't particularly like this musical, but Mom does, so I figured she may want to watch it one time. West Side Story. And of course, everybody knows the remake of the song in Anger Management, I Feel Pretty. Well, if you've seen that, that song is originally from this musical. I'll show you guys the centerfold there. Really, really nice. A lot of information there. And yeah, definitely worth watching. Both discs are there, and both are in very good shape. I'll go ahead and pull one of these Laserdiscs out just to show you that the person that owned these really took care of it. There's not a scratch on this Laserdisc at all. And pretty much every disc is like that, and I'm going to try to keep it that way too. Next is a movie that I absolutely love. My very good friend of mine when I was young, this was his favorite too, and that is Ghost. Most of you guys have probably seen Ghost. This particular one is not in the greatest shape. I think it had gotten some water damage if you look right there. But the discs themselves are still in very good shape, so that's something to be said. I don't really care too much about the cover. I just want to actually watch this movie. This one is not a particularly rare Laserdisc. They made a lot of copies of these, so in the future I might be able to find myself a better copy. But for now, got one of my favorite childhood movies right there, at least dramas. Next is Manhattan. This is a Woody Allen movie from the late 70s. Very good Woody Allen movie, probably one of my absolute favorites. And some of the actors in this: Woody Allen, Diane Keaton, Michael Murphy, the singer, Mariel Hemingway, Meryl Streep, and Ann Byrne. He's basically in love with Mariel Hemingway, and I'm not going to go into much of more of the movie because, again, it'd be a spoiler alert for you guys. But look again, another plastic wrap. I'm going to try to eventually replace all of these with the paper ones. I know you can buy them online. I'm going to try to buy them on bulk in eBay, and I think that'll protect these laser discs a lot better than the plastic ones. But as you can see, very, very good quality. You guys can pause the video if you want to read the information on that. We're almost done. I'm not going to try to make this too long of a video. Next is another really good movie, a Robin Williams movie from the early 90s, Mrs. Doubtfire. That's right. I didn't even know they made this on Laserdisc, but yep, more of those plastic crappy covers, but you know what? It is protecting it. This one is also a THX Laserdisc, because this one, even though it's from the early 90s, this is at the time when they were trying to boost the audio quality. So most Laserdiscs were THX and Dolby Digital, and this one is digital sound, but I don't believe it's Dolby Digital, but hey, at least it's THX, so very good quality Laserdiscs. If you get ones from the later, mid to later 90s, you'll notice a marked improvement not only in the video, but in the audio quality as well. Next, we have Miracle on 34th Street, the remake from 1994. This is with, oh, I can't think of her name now. Let's see. I know it's a John Hughes movie. There we go. Richard Attenborough and Mara Wilson. That's it. The one from Mrs. Doubtfire. Man, I guess I haven't had enough coffee today. Let's continue. Next, we have Tim Allen's The Santa Claus. Another very, very good movie from the mid-90s. Probably going to wait till Christmas to watch this, though. Although I could, because technically this is July, so we all have that Christmas in July going on, right? Give you guys a closer look there. No centerfold in this one either, but it does have some nice artwork in the back. This one is got the digital sound. This one is Dolby Digital and AC3 Digital. Now, my particular Laserdisc player does decode Dolby Digital, but not AC3, so at least I'll get the little bit of a sound increase, a sound boost there. Next, we have James Taylor in concert. Whoever this was that got rid of these really liked their concert laser discs. They wrote that sideways, but you can definitely see that's James Taylor. Some of the songs on here include Something in the Way She Moves, Fire and Rain, Smoke, Face, Only One, Shower the People, How Sweet It Is, Up on the Roof. And then my dad's favorite song from him, Sweet Baby James. So a lot of the good ones on here. And once again, this one still has the plastic wrap on it. I'm going to try to keep that on as many as I can. A couple of them, the plastic wrap was clouded, and you could just tell there was like a mold building up underneath. So those, I actually removed the plastic wrap and actually cleaned the laser disc itself. 2 more to go, guys. Next is Kevin Costner in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. This one does have a centerfold, so let's go ahead and open that up and show you guys. Once again, one of the best things about collecting laser discs is the artwork in the middle. There's so much real estate on the laser disc cover itself. You can get some amazing shots of the movie, and that really sells the movie. Like back in the day, when you would find these in like FYE or Suncoast, a lot of people would buy them just because of the artwork, and that was the appeal of laser discs. But unfortunately, most people didn't want to have to deal with something this large, so they usually went with VHS, not to mention the fact that you could record a VHS and you couldn't record a laser disc. So that's a couple of reasons why laser disc never really took off like something like DVD did, but still a really awesome format to collect. Alright, last one, and as we're going with more of these concert albums, this is the Carpenters, Yesterday Once More. I have not watched this one yet. This is probably going to be the very next one I'm going to watch because I love the Carpenters. If you look in the back here, you can see Karen and Richard Carpenter. I'll give you guys a little close-up on there. Some of the songs on here include We Only Just Begun, my parents' wedding song, Those Good Old Dreams, Superstar, Rainy Days and Mondays, Top of the World, Ticket to Ride. Oh, I got to listen to this one. Calling Occupants of Interplanetary Craft. That is a theme song to National Contact Day from back in the 1970s when we got a little glimpse of a sound in outer space. They found it from a tracking station somewhere out in the desert, and that, just to let you guys know, is the actual song that coincides with that day. So awesome Laserdisc pickups. I'm going to go back probably either today or tomorrow, see what else I can find there. They may be putting some more out, I'm not sure. If I do find any more Laserdiscs, I'll go ahead and continue doing these pickup videos. These types of videos were requested by YouTube user Cassette Master, so I hope you see this one and enjoy it. Please remember to like and subscribe, and as always, have a blessed day, everybody.